ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ। ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੇਰੇ YouTube ਚੈਨਲ ਜਪਜੀ ਇਨਫੋਟੈਕ ਤੇ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਕਲਾਸ 9 ਲੈਸਨ ਨੰਬਰ 3 ਈ ਗਵਰਨੈਂਸ ਐਂਡ ਸਾਈਬਰ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੀ ਰਿਵੀਜ਼ਨ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰੂ ਫਾਲਸ MCQ ਫਿਲ-ਅਪਸ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਐਂਡ ਲੌਂਗ ਆਨਸਰ ਟਾਈਪ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਕਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰੂ ਫਾਲਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਜੀ, Traditional governance depended mainly on paper files and in-person visit. True. Second one is e-governance uses technology to make government services slower and more complicated. False. Third one is connectivity is an optional requirement for successful e-governance. False. Fourth one is DigiLocker allows citizens to store and download official documents online. True. Fifth one is a firewall helps protect a computer by blocking unsafe network connections. True. So ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਚੋਇਸ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 6 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਜੀ, which of the following is a feature of e-governance and their options are more paperwork, faster online service, longer queues, manual records, and the right answer is faster online services is a feature of e-governance. And seventh one is which model make it easier for businesses to interface with the government. And the options are G2B, G2G, G2E, and the last one is G2C. And the right answer is G2B model makes it easier for businesses to interface with the government. And the eighth one is the main aim of e-governance is to dash, and their options are make services secret, reduce use of computers, make services simpler and faster, and the last one is create more office visits. And the right answer is the main aim of e-governance is to make services simpler and faster. And the ninth one is which of the following protect a computer from harmful programs. And their options are spreadsheet, browser extension, word processor, and the last one is firewall. And the right answer is firewall protect a computer from harmful programs. And the 10th one is which statement about DigiLocker is correct. And their options are it is used for social networking, it store and verify digital documents, it blocks spam emails, it report cyber criminals. And the right answer is it store and verify digital document. ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ fill in the blanks ਬਾਰੇ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 11th question ਹੈ ਜੀ, using computers and the internet to deliver government services is called dash. And the right answer is using computers and the internet to deliver government services is called e-governance. And the 12th one is in the dash model government departments share data with each other. And the right answer is into G2G means government to government model, government departments share data with each other. And 13th one is the dash platform is very useful to share authenticated official document. And the right answer is the DigiLocker platform is very useful to share authenticated official document. And 14th one is viruses, phishing, and spyware are example of dash. And the right answer is viruses, phishing, and spyware are example of cyber threats. And 15th one is operating software regularly helps protect devices from dash. And the right answer is operating software regularly helps protect devices from security vulnerability. So ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਆਨਸਰ ਟਾਈਪ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 16th question ਹੈ ਜੀ, what do you mean by e-governance? And the answer is e-governance means the use of information and communication technology by the government to provide services. It involves sharing information through the internet and digital platform. It makes government work faster and easier. It also improves transparency and accountability. Citizens can access services from home. And 17th question is list any two differences between traditional governance and e-governance. And the answer is traditional governance involves more paperwork and is slow. E-governance work online and is faster. In traditional governance, people have to visit offices, whereas in e-governance, services are available from home. It saves both time and cost. 18th question is name the four model of e-governance. And the answer is the four model of e-governance are the first one is G2C. G2C stands for government to citizen. Second one is G2B. G2B stands for government to business. Third one is G2G. G2G stands for government to government. And fourth one is G2E. G2E stands for government to employee. So G2C is for citizens, G2B is for businesses, G2G works between government departments, and G2E is for government employees. So 19th question is what is the purpose of DigiLocker? And the answer is DigiLocker is a digital platform where citizens can store documents online. It reduces the need for physical documents. It is secure and allows easy verification of documents. It saves times and make work faster. And 20th question is mention two good online habits that keep users safe. And the answer is using strong password is a good habit. Another is avoiding clicking on suspicious links. So keeping software update is also important. So these habits protect users from cyber threats. ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੌਂਗ ਆਨਸਰ ਟਾਈਪ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਪੜਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ 21st ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਦੀ ਫੋਰ ਫਾਊਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ that support e-governance. And the answer is the success of e-governance depends on four main foundations. The first one is technology infrastructure, which include computers, the internet, servers, and network. These are essential for running digital system. And the second one is data and information, where accurate and secure databases are created. This data is stored among different departments. And third one is institutional framework, which include government policies, laws, and regulation that control digital processes. And fourth one is people or users. So people or user including citizens, employees, and businesses. These people are the user of the systems. When all these elements work together, e-governance becomes successful. It makes government services faster, more transparent, and easier. It also helps reduce corruption. And 22nd question is describe the four models of e-governance with one example of each. And the answer is e-governance has four models designed for different users. The first one is G2C. G2C stands for government to citizen, where the government directly provides services to citizens, such as paying electricity bills or taxes online. Second one is G2B. G2B stands for government to business, where the government interact with the businesses, such as filling GST returns or submitting tenders. And the third one is G2G. G2G stands for government to government, where different government departments share information with each other. This makes work faster and more efficient. And the fourth one is G2E. G2E stands for government to employees, which provide services to government employees such as online payroll management or pension system. So all these models together make government processes easier and more effective. And the 23rd question is write a short note on national, state, and local e-services with examples. And the answer is e-services are provided at three levels: national, state, and local level. So the first one is national level services. So national level services are provided by the central government and are meant for the entire country. Examples include passport services and platform like My Government. Second one is state level services. State level services are provided by state government, such as land record, electricity bill payment, and other services. And third one is local level services. Local level services are managed by municipal bodies or panchayat, such as birth and death certificate registration. These services fulfill the daily needs of citizens. E-services provide convenience, save time, and allow people to access services from home. And 24th question is, what is cybercrime? Explain 2 ways a computer can be involved in a cybercrime. And the answer is, cybercrime is a crime in which computers, mobile devices, or the internet are used to perform illegal activities. It involves data theft, fraud, or causing damage. So there are 2 ways a computer can be involved in a cybercrime. The first one is phishing attack, where fake emails or websites are used to steal personal information such as password or bank detail. And the second method is malware or spyware attack, where harmful software enter a computer to steal data or damage the system. Sometimes ransomware locks data and demands money. Cybercrime can harm both individuals and organizations. And 25th question is, how can safe online habit and regular software update protect user from cyber threats? And the answer is, safe online habit help protect user from cyber threats. Using strong and unique password is an important step. Enabling two-factor authentication add extra security to account. Users should avoid clicking on suspicious link or unknown emails, as this prevent phishing attack. So regular software update fix security weakness in systems. Company release update to remove bugs and security loopholes. This makes it harder for hacker to access system. Antivirus software also help protect devices. All these measures together keep user data and devices safe. So students, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਪਾਠ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਉੱਤਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਾਪੀ ਤੇ ਨੋਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਸੋ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੀ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਰਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਭੁੱਲਿਓ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।